do. Okay, I want to show you this. So I have been wanting to do a rooster, a DIY. Now he is all chipped up. His face is, you know, seen better days. But I have been wanting, what did I pay for him? It was $1.99, but I think this was 50% off that day. But this rooster, I saw a paint technique on, though if you're familiar with Delightfully Southern, she does these paint techniques with roosters and chickens, and I have been wanting to do that. And so I thought, you know what, this is a good one to do that technique with it. But yep, he's gonna get a makeover. He's gonna get painted and freshened up. Today I am doing the DIY for this rooster. Now, I had my husband actually paint this for me, so he did like a nice chocolate brown paint, you know, just a spray paint on this rooster. If you remember, if you saw it, you know, his head was all chipped up, the red paint was chipping off, he was in sad shape. But today I'm going to give this chicken a makeover. Now this is a new technique, a new to me technique that I have never done before. What I'm going to do here, let me put the camera down here so you can see a little better, is I'm going to take this Vaseline, I'm going to rub it in various places all over the rooster, and then I'm going to paint with this linen color paint, and then top it off with an antiquing wax to just give it a nice little more depth of color. Again, this is a new to me paint technique, but I've been wanting to try it and I am just excited to do so. Now, if you've ever watched Delightfully Southern, she does this paint technique a lot and I have always loved it. So this is not something that that I created or came up with. It's something that I've seen her do, and now I am anxious to try it on my own. So the first thing we do, and again, this is trial and error because I've never done this before, but just dip it into the Vaseline, and these are just blue shop cloths. And you just kind of, I'm just gonna lightly dab it here and there because the idea is that this would make it be a nice chippy paint color. So, and I want to make sure I get all over the rooster. And so in his tail, his wings, everywhere you would want it to kind of be chippy, where you want it to look like, it's kind of funny, I know. The rooster had red chippy paint on his head, but I didn't like that. So now here I am adding more chippy paint. Whatever, it doesn't have to make sense, but that's what I'm doing here. And I hope I have enough. Like I said, it's hard for me to know. You know, the worst case, if I don't like this, I will do it over. I'll make sure I get his back. Okay. He has a lot of detail on him. You can kind of see the Vaseline is there. All right, so I'm going to just take some of this paint, a little bit of paint, and just kind of all over. I'm going to need way more than I just put on that plate, but and just all over, paint him all over. The two colors look really great together. The chocolate brown and the, how do I do this without making a mess? Let's see. I hope he doesn't get stuck on my finger. So, and this isn't, something that I want it to be like a perfect paint job. It's not like, it's, not that you want it to be sloppy and really runny, but it's not the type of technique that you need it to be perfect and smooth and just right. It's just a quick color. Do this without making a mess. I want to get his feet, rooster's feet. Okay, and his tail. Just kind of tap it in. Okay. Now I am going to sit him down and we're going to let this rooster dry, and then when he's dry, we're going to go on to the next technique. Actually, okay, so the rooster is dry, or dry enough, and instead of using, originally I was going to just use this antiquing wax or antiquing medium, but I've decided to just use the soft wax instead. And so this is Annie Sloan. It's a dark wax to give it a nice color, because I know that the wax, I've used this enough to know that it will wipe off. I'm familiar with it, so that's what I'm going to do. So now the directions are that as I put this on, it should pull the paint off where the Vaseline was, and that's the goal. If it does not, then I suppose it'll just be antiqued, and I'll see what I might need to do something different. But here we go. Let's try this. And I just, out of habit, I always rub a little off, but I'm just gonna go for it here. Well, I do like the color, but I don't know that, I probably should have gloves on, you know. Just gonna do one side of the rooster at a time. Okay, well, didn't pull anything off. Maybe I didn't put enough Vaseline on. Yeah, I don't think I put, you must, apparently you need to use tons of Vaseline to get it to come off, because it's not looking chippy. So, oh yeah, it is. It's just, I don't know if it is or not. The dark wax is like the same color. Well, this is trial and error. So far, it's more error than trial. But let's see here. I'm just gonna keep, so it's more like the white is showing, the cream that I used, more so than, no, I'm still liking it. So let's see, let's just keep going. Let's just keep at it. And it might be a matter of me just putting too much on, too much of the wax. Let's see. Well, I definitely am liking it, so. And so, yep, just keep rubbing it off, put it on. And some of my paint was not completely dry of the white, and that's okay because it's getting blended right in. Now that side's better. That side is a little more, I guess I'm liking the fact that it has, I like when it has more of the tones, the two tones. So let's see. Instead of more solid, like the more wax you use, the more solid it's gonna look. I guess also I'm gonna find out if Annie Sloan sticks to regular acrylic paint. I didn't give that a thought either. I know it does chalk. But listen, I think it's actually looking good. Okay, so what I'm noticing is, so the white is coming through. The dark stain is blending with the base coat more. So I clearly have not used enough of the Vaseline. I didn't use enough Vaseline when I applied it. So if you want it to look really chippy, make sure you use plenty of Vaseline. But I mean, it has the variant, you can see it in the color. Like you can see his eye, you can see the detail. And it's not bad. It's not quite what I had in mind. So I think perhaps I may go over it a little more with the cream paint, with the linen color, with this linen acrylic paint to give it, I just want it to be a tad bit lighter. See how it's lighter here? It's chippy, more chippy on this side. I want it to be a little more consistent, I think so. But this is it. If you want it to be like here, that's where I really put the Vaseline. And so that dark color is really shining through. And so I'm trying to figure out, maybe I put too much on. Maybe that's what happened. I put too much here. I put less Vaseline, less, and this side got more, especially through here, because that's the original chocolate color. I admit I tend to be a little hard on myself, so maybe I should just look at it and live with it and think about it a little bit to see if I want to add some more, maybe just dry brush a little bit of the linen color. So, yeah, this is trial and error. Like, you know, those of you who are crafters, you understand this, that this is trial and error when you're learning a new technique. And it's not like I could call Donna up and say, hey, you know, what do I do here? But there you go. And I may change it. If I change anything, I'll come back. But this side, I like the lighter. You can see how it got heavy around here. What is that thing called? This little rooster crow thing. And then the Vaseline here was heavier, and down here. So maybe I just need to be a little more strategic if you're trying this technique. Maybe be a little more strategic. Do you want it lighter or darker? If you want it darker, then the base coat will come out more. And I know in the video that I watched of Delightfully Southern's video, she used gray, and so it looks like concrete, where I didn't want concrete look. I'm not quite sure what look I was going for, but I wanted the chocolate brown to show through. So there you go. And just, I think this is what's too much here for me. So I may add a little bit of, yeah, looking at it in the camera, I may add a little bit of just a little dry brush right there, and then I'll seal it again. So let me do that. Okay, so if you're not familiar with what dry brushing is, it's where you put a little paint on, you dry it off on a piece of paper or paper towel. I'm using a paper plate, and then you just lightly brush it on. So I'm putting it lightly on the spots where it seems a little too dark for me. You could stipple it. But there, I think that looks better. And then just dab it to blend it in. There, I think that's better. Now it might be too much. And then wax it. Okay, yeah, that's better to me. I'm just kind of dabbing some other places to highlight a little bit more. But I think I'm gonna call it a day on that. So there we have it. I will show it to you once I style it, show you what it looks like in an actual display here in my home. But there he is so far, Mr. Cock-a-doodle-doo.